It's no problem. I just don't want to bombard people with notifications about us.
All right. It should be switched over right now.
Yeah, I'm not going to put it in Fixers because he's also streaming it. That would be rude. So I think I am done.
That doesn't. Oh no, that doesn't work. Oh fuck.
Music is definitely a bop.
I'm running out of time. Oh wait, why don't I just display caption?
145 people.
I feel like it took us 5 press conferences, but we finally figured out how to do this.
Or what will arguably be the most important conference that we get this year.
To some people.
Let's see.
In the chat saying the video volume is a little loud compared to us.
Okay.
You could just adjust that a little bit.
Yeah. Hold on.
Just change the volume on the video itself.
There we go.
Yeah. Oh man, it sucks not having the second monitor because I can't see your guys' reaction to it. Because I'm gonna full screen this myself and just, you know, gush. Yeah. Hopefully, gush. Knock on wood. But I had my Taco Bell, my Baja Blast, getting ready, ready to go. Xbox hype. What's the over/under on how long they're gonna spend on Halo?
I'm gonna say
5 minutes, 10 minutes.
10 minutes probably.
So that only leaves them 50 minutes for everything else. And if they want to come out with bangers, those are going to be some quick videos.
Oh, I can't.
So we're good on the pre-show here, right?
Yeah. I've already tuned away from it. I don't think there's anything else getting announced. It's more Jeff interviewing him and his friends.
Yeah, I saw Matt Pack there.
Yeah, and you've got the link to the watch together that I sent for the podcast group. Yep. That's the one that Cozy, I would assume, has up on stream. We're all syncing up to.
All right.
Sorry, TJ. There will be no Ouya news today.
Ooh, inappropriate content for children. Oh,
Ouya
Peggy
2.
18.
Now, is Halo Infinite going to be rated M or T? Because last time it was rated T.
And we know that
it doesn't really matter, but
doesn't matter. We're here. We're here, guys.
It's alien
See you on
blood
the other
anyway,
side.
so who cares?
That's Psychonauts, which isn't an exclusive, right?
Psychonauts 2 will not be. Yeah.
Yeah, they said it's going everywhere.
Yeah,
because it was previously announced as going everywhere, which is exactly what I think will happen with the any games that WB already has in the pipeline. If they do get acquired by a first party, that it won't be for anything that's already in development.
Yeah.
Yeah,
this is Halo, right?
No. This
it's
is definitely
box.
not Halo.
Yeah, I was going to say this is... And I know it sounds like I'm getting overhyped too fast, but I mean, this is more reminiscent of a universe like Dead Space. I'm not saying it is Dead Space. I'm just saying
UNSC. It's UNSC 25. We're getting Halo.
Yeah, this is a lot more Halo-like.
This is not Halo.
It said UNSC.
Said they'd open with Halo.
This. Oh no! Wait, no, that might be Master Chief's armor. This might be.
That's the grappling hook.
Oh yeah, that's Cortana. All right, I'm fucking. Apparently, I'm a fake fan.
Fake fan.
Even
No,
I knew it was Halo.
It had UNSC written on the side of the space station.
Yeah, there
A question to Halo superfan Alex Ballant. Is Cortana good now?
Fuck if I know. Probably not.
Isn't she bad?
She was at the end of Halo 5.
Liquid crystal
But
cannot rise on
Here it is. The grappling hook.
Titanium alloy cannot prevail in the face of
Okay, so it looks like this is Master Chief's new suit.
Yes.
Yeah, they've been teasing this build, like images from this build, right?
Yeah.
I like the fact that it's actually green now, not this weird muddled green brown that me and Alex are both wearing right now.
It's Halsey talking, I think, not Cortana.
Okay.
Step inside.
I love
117.
I love the tagline, become the hero. Like, that means they're really going like all in on Master Chief. Oh,
it should be. God, this is beautiful.
Oh my god. This is such a dope ass title screen. I love it. This is like invoking all the feel. Bro,
that's a long time for it to come out.
Oh, that's when it's coming out.
167 days after we left. Oh, fucking Brohammer's back. Hell yeah.
Yep, this is death.
Okay, so
demo.
Yeah, there's Banish.
So how long will this coverage go? How many minutes of the hour?
I think it's going to be 10 minutes.
Emergency landing.
I think my
This is
video's a
definitely
little
going to be the
behind.
first. This is definitely the first mission.
Where are you right now?
They just
They're
crashed.
just showing the ship crashing.
I mean, we're here.
Okay. I just felt like because you guys said release dates and stuff before I even saw a date.
Oh no. That wasn't. We were talking about like the words on screen that were like the year in the Halo universe.
Yeah, even that was way before I saw it. But it's okay.
Are you even listening?
I count 3 anti-aircraft cannons.
3 what?
You'll be safe here.
Oh, I'll be safe. Safe? I haven't been safe since I found you. I found you, remember? You were out there on your own, and you'd still be out there.
How tall is Master Chief?
I thought
He's
I was
like
going home.
7'6".
There won't be a home if we don't stop. the
Okay, so
damage.
Chief knows it's the
Keep
Banished.
saying that. We're outgunned, outnumbered. I know I saw condors over there. I'm going to dig through them and find one with the working sleep space drive. And when you're done with this war, we'll get away from here. Far away.
Wait here.
Oh, please. Let me see what I can find.
Cannons first. When I get back, we can look. Together.
Okay, big guy.
This looks so good.
No, I thought he was gonna join him, shoot arrows at enemies.
Okay, so look,
his
the
direction.
bottom of the screen, bottom of the screen, grapple hook.
Grappling hook.
One ability usage.
One use. Yeah. But it might be a recharge ability.
Maybe it might be like you have to find like ammo for it, which honestly is like that's a good compromise.
I mean, they wouldn't have highlighted it in that CGI cinematic without it being a significant part of the campaign, at least. We'll see about multiplayer, but God, this is a good-looking game.
Apparently, the slip space engine. Fuck!
What?
He sprinted.
I knew it was
Oh.
gonna happen.
Of course he was going to sprint. Come on.
I knew
right.
it. It doesn't mean I'm not
Hold
gonna
on.
have a visceral reaction to it.
Alex Fallon, good or bad sprinting?
Bad.
He
Very
hates
bad.
sprinting in Halo.
It is only in the campaign so far. It's probably gonna be a multiplayer.
It's gonna be a
open
multiplayer,
world.
too.
Yep. This is gonna be open world.
Holy shit.
I hope it's gonna be reminiscent of like ODST.
I did
Is that,
not
like-
expect this, to be honest.
That had
I
like
did.
a pseudo open world. Yeah.
I like the fact
Okay.
that there's a map, because there were times when I was playing Halo Combat Evolved where I legitimately got lost.
Well, and I have no idea where. Like, that's why I stopped playing the first one. I
It
couldn't
is
figure out
very
where I was
bad
supposed to
at
go.
direction.
This is going on about for a while. When is Chief gonna fight a tattooed stranger?
The sequel.
Oh, I thought that happens pretty early on in this game.
Just because you've been playing God of War 2018 recently doesn't mean everything is going to be God of War 2018.
Why does it look like a Titanfall gun?
Different doesn't necessarily mean bad, Alex. It just means different. Don't shoot him at the feet. There you go. Shoot him in the face.
Ooh, okay. Equipment's back.
Oh,
So a shield you can shoot out of.
There's his grappling
one-way
hook.
shield.
Yeah. There it is.
But it
Okay, so
didn't-
it is recharging.
It is recharging, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Which I think is fine.
That's a quick recharge.
Yeah.
It could have also been tweaked for this demo. But, so Alex, I think you might get a demo at some point, but it looks like it's just going to be the single player. How do you feel about that?
I mean, that would be dope. I really, it needs to be multiplayer beta. Like, I believe that that's important.
I could see it being like this demo is available as part of the Xbox weekend demo thing, and then announce dates on a multiplayer beta for later in the summer.
Like, how do those guys not know that there's somebody coming up the elevator?
Because they're dumb video game
Video
characters.
game, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying, wouldn't they contact each other and be waiting at the elevator?
It's a video game.
No, and nobody gives the grunts like any information about what's going on.
No, they're
That's
there
true, I
to be
guess.
cannon fodder.
Yeah.
It's the big guys that show up ready to go.
Ooh, okay. Banish Mauler. That looks cool.
That does look very cool. See, I love the idea of the grappling hook with it being open world.
That was a slide. Okay. Okay, that's... Okay.
Interesting.
Interesting. I wonder if you can use the grappling hook on other equipment and stuff then to pull it into you. Because that could actually be really useful.
They did that. He pulled something into him.
Yeah, he pulled, he pulled the fusion
he pulled the thing to
coil
throw, but
him.
I'm talking about like ammo and guns and stuff, because that could be very handy in combat when things are moving as fast as they can. Oh, I'm digging this. Sorry, Alex.
Am I crazy for saying that it looks a little too cartoony for its own good?
It's very bright.
I was going to say it's much more saturated than the games used to be. I don't think it's to its detriment though. It does
Yeah, I like that it's not as cluttered as like Halo 4 and 5 were.
It's almost like Doom Eternal, where it's still grim because it is still war, but there's a lot more color to it. It's not grays and dark greens and stuff.
Is this Hyperius?
Scattered, hunted, defeated by me. I wish I could tell you it was difficult, but it wasn't. We are one step ahead, always. The ring is already under our control. Soon, the auditorium as well. The Harbinger and the Banished share
Harbinger?
the same goal. We fight together to honor the will of Atriox.
And I'll let you know, I can't feel any of this.
Without challenge, I grew weary, lost, alone. But here you now stand. This is my last fight. A true test of legends. Our story will outlive us both. Set a fire in your heart, Spartan. Bare your fangs. Fight hard. Die well.
That's cool. Okay.
I mean, that just reminds me of the big bad in Gears. The first
Oh, it's
one.
coming to PC too.
Yeah.
Holiday 2020, no release date.
Hmm.
I guess they're still waiting to announce the date of the console before they announce the date on that.
Okay. That was about 10 minutes.
We hope you enjoyed your
Technically, it's
first look
still
at Halo
going because we're
Infinite's
hearing
campaign.
more about it.
I'm incredibly proud of the team at 343, and we're thrilled to share a hint of the epic battles that await you on the next chapter of
Well, I got my
Master Chief's journey.
sprinting reaction, so that's
This
good.
is the most ambitious campaign we've ever created at 343. For the first time, players will have the freedom to explore a mysterious new Halo ring that's several times
Haven't they only
larger
created
than
two?
the last two Halo games combined. Halo
Yeah.
Infinite has been built from the
What's
ground
a Halo
to take full
ring?
advantage of Xbox Series X.
It's a weapon.
Bigger battles,
Ah.
epic vistas,
It
more
kills
complex
all
visual
living
effects,
things
displayed with
in a
10
certain
times the
sector of the
processing power
galaxy.
per pixel of Halo 5. This will be running at a flawless 60 frames
Oh, I'm
per
surprised they're
second
only
and will
trying
allow us
60.
to bring the Halo ring to life in ways that have never been possible before. We look forward to sharing even more
Yeah,
about Halo
they
Infinite
should
in the
have
coming months,
done
including
360,
the first look
like
at
a
multiplayer.
circle.
And now, please enjoy a glimpse of what others in the Xbox Game Studios family have been
No
working on.
reference to a beta.
World premiere.
They'll end with Fable,
Ooh.
right?
I think
They'll
they had to
end-
end it with
yeah.
something big, given Halo opened it.
Yeah.
We shall see.
Is this Wastelanders?
I think it's
No,
just
Wastelanders
Wasteland.
is.
Or Wasteland, yeah.
Wasteland 3. Which I think is coming to everything.
It said Xbox Game Studio.
That's a really mean thing to do, that doggy.
Great. More spooky games. Exactly what I wanted out of the next Xbox presentation.
I don't think this is Wasteland.
No, this is still Halo Infinite. This is where they're in the region near Thamer's corpse.
I mean, I am happy we're seeing a game that presumably stars a black woman of color, or like a black woman.
Mm-hmm.
Given everything that's been going on in the world, and this is great for representation. But I want to know what it is because it looks interesting. I want to know who's making it.
Is that a horse? Oh, an undead deer?
Dead horse? Dead horse. Dead deer.
Oh, it's State of Decay.
Oh.
That makes sense.
All right.
I
feel
don't
like yeah, there are not enough undead horses in games, IMO.
That was a deer.
Yeah. They need to bring back Undead Nightmare. I'm surprised Red Dead Redemption 2 didn't have an Undead Nightmare.
Where is his
Today,
blazer?
We're showing games
Doesn't need it. He's wearing a Halo shirt.
Xbox Game Studios.
Why is he wearing a Halo shirt? He should be hinting at something else.
I'm wearing a Halo shirt.
What you will see today.
I looked down. I didn't see Capcom amongst the name of studios down there.
To bring their dreams to life.
Yeah, because Microsoft hasn't acquired Capcom.
That how you find and play your games.
Right, but I mean,
I can say the presentation is already better than May, so that's good.
Because it had Halo.
No, just its presentation-wise, like it doesn't look like they're filming in a basement.
So Game Pass members, you can play every game you see today from your subscription or free to play. These games,
but are they all coming to PC?
And play best
I think so.
Series X.
I think that's what they've said. All Xbox Studio games are day and day.
All Xbox Studio games, but I hope we don't just see Xbox Studio games.
The most consistently powerful next generation console. And we've built state-of-the-art platform technology to allow every developer.
They're using a Ryzen chip in here, right?
Yeah.
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 I thought today was just about the games. Why are we showing the box again?
Our hardware is Turn 10. And they're early in development on the next Forza Motorsport. And Xbox
Forza, right?
Series X.
I just want a new point and click from Double Fine.
Of unprecedented realism with ray tracing and native 4K resolution, all at 60 frames.
Oh, are they going to wheel out a car again?
The trailer you're about to see was
no, it's a new Forza game.
Can it be the Lego car? That was cool when they did that.
I'm disappointed that Forza 4 Horizon, they don't have the Lego expansion on Game Pass.
Yeah, there's a lot of like missing expansions and stuff with Game Pass games.
Yeah, Grim Fandango 2. Well, I don't necessarily want a Grim Fandango 2 because the story's over. But yeah, I love some Grim Fandango. Give me something from that world. A prequel, yep, or something adjacent to a prequel, or adjacent to the original game.
So you don't enjoy talking about Forza, so we're just going to talk about Grim Fandango for the next 2 minutes?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
Like, this is very pretty.
Forza Motors... Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just not a big simulation racer guy. I like the arcade racers, which is why I think Horizon clicked with me.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. I'm not excited for the next Forza Motorsport, but the next Forza Horizon that comes to PC, I'm going to be in for.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting that it didn't say Xbox One.
Is this?
Oh.
This is the in Wild, or what's it called?
Breath of the Mild.
Basically. Interesting though, on Forza it did not say Xbox One, even though they said nothing was going to be exclusive for the first couple of years. So we could be a ways off on that Forza game.
Probably. Well, they tend to do them yearly. So, but maybe this has pushed the production back. The art style is very pretty on this.
It's very Breath of the Wild.
Yeah. Very cell shady.
Yeah.
In every step of a perilous
that Forza Motorsports wasn't long enough to talk about more Grim Fandango. We'll have to find some other games to talk about that during.
It's okay. I'm sure Halo's going to come back at some point. We can talk about it then.
In the bonds we share.
This looks really pretty.
Is this a cooperative game?
Do we
I have no
any
idea,
other-
but
yeah,
that
I
looked
don't-
like a giant
And in
walrus,
moments
and that's
of
cool.
stillness,
A giant furry walrus.
Yes.
A big
Yeah, that's
girthy
Breath of the Wild.
walrus.
it teaches us to look beyond the expected.
I don't get it. Were they happy to see those fish?
Yeah, I was like,
Oh,
are those
they
fish
cute
gonna
fish.
eat them?
To seek answers.
Interesting that its bile was other creatures.
Well,
That
I was
giraffe-
wondering if
that
that was his
giraffe thing was-
And
babies.
to stand watch.
Maybe. The giraffe thing she was holding back there was cute.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this looks dope. I have no idea what it is, but
I just want to understand how it
Has
plays
arisen.
because I don't understand what's
We all
happening
sense
here.
it,
yeah, that's the thing. We've seen gameplay from Halo. Everything they've showed since then has just been a
but
trailer.
only a few truly
Because until I see how it
feel
plays, I'm not sure.
Yeah, like, because this looks like it's another co-op experience, and if it's gonna be from Rare, then like I'm assuming that this is gonna be, I guess, similar to Sea of Thieves. But why would they do another game? It doesn't
That's
say
another
Xbox.
one that doesn't say Xbox One on it.
Which means it's not coming 2021, presumably. Maybe later than
Will
that.
give to you a magical and
Which makes sense, because I mean they're still actively developing for State of Decay. Or Sea of Thieves. Sorry, I get my Xbox Series confused.
Eternal. An Eternal has the gift to sense and feel how magic flows through nature and connects every living thing.
The stories from the development of the Donkey Kong games back at Rare back in the day are really interesting. Like, for example, the way that they created Donkey Kong's mouth is they took like a sphere and they like folded it in on itself.
Oh, cool.
And then for like the character of On Guard, which is like the fish that Donkey Kong rides along, it's basically just it's Donkey Kong's mouth but like stretched out, so it looks like an entire fish.
Guys, we have breaking news.
Oh.
The Seattle NHL team announces their name will be the Kraken.
Oh.
Cool, I guess.
Which I know no one really cares about sports in here, other than maybe me and Nathan, but there's nothing else happening, so.
This is from Don't Nod.
It's Twin Face.
Nod, yeah.
that they don't believe us.
So
This is the one about the trans character.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So Phil Spencer
You
says that there was
play
going to be
There are
9
not-
or 15 studios. We've seen 3 so far. No, 4 so far.
Now, is this in the Life is Strange universe, despite not being called Life is Strange?
I don't think so.
It
No.
doesn't matter that
It's called
finding
Twin
truth
Face, I believe, or Twin Mirror.
feels
Something along the. You
Well-
play a set of twins, one of whom is transgender.
Yeah.
That's
the only
That's cool.
thing that matters.
I know like the Awesome Adventures of
Is
Captain
your
Alex
my
was in the Life is Strange universe, so it's like it's
Yeah.
not completely like out of the question.
That was advertised though as a prequel to
keep
Life is
looking
Strange
back.
season 2,
Fair
wasn't
enough. I think so, but
We've been getting these
So-
visions whenever we see or hear something really emotional.
it? Yeah, I have a feeling it's going to be a hard break from Life is Strange for Don't Nod now that they're under the Xbox Game Studios banner.
Everything
Wait.
we thought we knew about Marianne just got
Don't
thrown out
Nod.
the
The
window.
Xbox bot Don't Nod.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty sure.
She attacked
I don't
you.
think they did.
We both saw it.
Yeah.
They've got another
Google
game
it.
coming out that's multi-platform. I thought
Coming
this
here
game
would
was
be
just
closing a
exclusive
chapter
to
of our lives.
Xbox. Just like Sony has some stuff labeled like PlayStation Studios that like from Housemark that isn't. They don't own Housemark.
We don't really have a choice about that.
There's always a choice.
No, I think you're right. It does still say they're a public company,
Yeah.
and this is called Twin Mirror.
Twin Mirror. Okay, that's what I thought. Oh no, tell me why.
Oh no, tell me why. Yeah, sorry, they had 2 titles coming out next year.
Twin Mirror must be the other one. Oh, and they're doing it chapter
Xbox
based.
Game Studio is publishing Tell Me Why.
Oh wait, hold on. Okay, so this game is called Tell Me Why.
Yeah. Tell
Okay,
me
I thought it was
why.
called. You guys kept saying it was called like Twin something.
But heartache.
They have another mirror coming out called Twin
name is
Mirror.
Gennady.
Yeah,
I'm the
yeah, they have 2
Okay.
games coming out this year. One is Twin Mirror and one is not.
Today, we're very excited to tell you that we're working on a very, very special version of Ori and the Will of the Wisps, specifically
Okay.
for Xbox
I'm gonna go to
Series
the bathroom.
X.
This is not.
We're now at a time.
I
where
do
we can
enjoy
reach
Ori.
levels of fidelity and frame rates previously
I just want
absolutely
Ori and the Will of the
impossible on any
Wisps to
console.
come to Switch
And a
because that's
really
where I'll
gorgeous
play it.
game like Ori can now run at 120 Hz refresh rate in full 4K HDR in its highest quality, delivering unprecedented game feel with silky smooth animation, super crisp, sharp image, and low input latency, which is just so important for the tight and precise platforming feel of this game. We can also boost the immersion in different spaces in our world by using premium audio tech that we previously just could not simulate in real time. And with all of this crazy hardware power, we can give our players more options.
They're not showing Beyond Good and Evil 2. I'm sorry.
We can't wait
Probably
for
not.
all of you to
No, because they're not
experience this
Ubisoft.
very special version
No.
of Ori coming to Xbox
Ubisoft's going to
Series
save that
X
for a
with smart
forward at
delivery
some point
later this year.
in 3 years when it's ready to be shown and not vaporware.
Which Skull
I
and
mean,
Bones?
No,
I feel
Beyond
like
Good too.
I feel like
Okay.
all the
Sorry, they have
shakeups.
so
that
many vaporware. So
I was just gonna say, I feel like all the shakeups at Ubisoft might actually make like what Beyond Good and Evil 2 go along at a quicker rate.
Ooh,
This is the right way for them to do this, to be honest.
New
Just come out
DLC.
first party studio after first party studio.
Is this
Outer Worlds.
Outer Worlds expansion, right?
Looks like
Looks
it.
like.
That's a
I need to
good
get back
point.
to this game.
Because like back in the day, I mean, well, not back in the day, but like historically, all the Fallout games under Bethesda had a ton of expansions and whatnot.
Yeah,
so.
New Vegas had a lot of good
New
expansions.
Vegas had some of the best expansions.
Yeah, New Vegas was such... It's a crime that we haven't had a remaster of New Vegas. It's so good.
I liked the second expansion to New Vegas. I thought Old World Blues, like I thought it was funny, but I thought that there was too much of an exposition dump at the beginning. I haven't played the fourth one though, and I'm not sure if I'm ever going to because my New Vegas account was on the PS3, but maybe.
My biggest takeaway with the Outer Worlds was the world and the atmosphere and all of the stories that were being told was so flipping good. I just wish it played a little better, but I guess it is like, you know, supposed to be a spiritual successor to Fallout. So expecting it to play good was kind of maybe wishful thinking.
I have to play that.
It's really good for the most part. Like the stories, like it's like new Fallout New Vegas in space. It's great.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
This is Grounded.
No, this is Grounded, yeah.
Yeah, this is the other Obsidian game that gets released
coming
in, like,
this year.
For Cyberpunk.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, the online multiplayer game.
They said that this is the game to play while you wait for Cyberpunk.
Oh, okay.
That means they got licensed to use the Cyberpunk name and logo in this trailer,
which is pretty funny.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're just like, yeah, that sounds funny.
Yeah, CD Projekt
Yeah,
Red's
I
cool.
could see CD Projekt Red being cool with that.
Yeah, especially when it's like, hey, we all know we're excited for your game.
Yeah.
Can
We also know that this game does not compete in any way with your game.
And go solo.
I don't know. I feel like if I could
I'm not
find...
interested in this in whatsoever.
Yeah, it
but-
looks like Ark and Rust, but
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
That's cool.
Oh,
we're gonna see
Battletoad.
Battletoads today.
I was
Are
saying
we?
we'll probably see Battletoads.
We
yeah.
should.
No, like for real. Like they announced it like a couple years ago. Alana on the XCast talked about how she played it for like a good amount of time. We're gonna totally see Battletoads today.
I'm wondering if it went back to incubation because people weren't. I know Alana said she couldn't stop playing it, but the general feel of Battletoads, people weren't happy with it.
It has been a while though.
Tried and true formula.
I once attended a conference at Montreal where this guy Skype called in and talked about. I don't remember what game he talked about. Oh, he talked about the first game they kickstarted, Pillars of Eternity.
Oh, yeah.
And I said, I got a question in. I was just asking him, I don't remember what I asked him. Oh, I asked him, like, you know, hey, like, you're kind of like a bigger studio than the kind of studio that typically kickstarts games. And, like, I'm always asking him, like, you know, what that process was like and making sure that, you know, people understand that you actually really need the resources. He's a nice guy.
They're showing the next big Obsidian RPG.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but that's what he said.
No, it's all right. I apologize.
No, don't worry.
I'm surprised that they're going to, you know, talk about their existing big open world RPG.
But it's DLC, like.
No, but even still, the fact that.
But how far can this? Like this has to be years out.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
This is definitely not coming within a year or two.
No.
Like,
this
and
will
here's
be
the
at
difference
least-
between PlayStation and Xbox is we're going further out here with the Xbox conference.
Which I think they had to do, to be honest.
They
You need to
kinda-
know the games are coming.
Yeah. Like, their acquisitions have been over the course of the last like 2 years. So it's like a lot of these studios were also working on other things when Microsoft bought them. So it was kind of like you have to finish your contractual obligations and then get to make stuff for us. Ooh.
This looks very cool.
They're coming after Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, I was to say this looks very Skyrim.
Our sins have borne.
The Doctor Strange game I didn't know I needed.
Worth the weight of a crown.
Avowed. Once again, no Xbox One, so
I think this when they just say like Xbox Series X, I think it's supposed to be implied that like it will just be on Xbox One, and because this is a Series X show. But I mean, that's kind of what they're...
maybe, but I still stand by the fact that it's probably because those games are years out and they're not going to come to Xbox One.
Yeah,
or they haven't decided yet.
Entertainment joined Xbox Game Studios. They told us that this epic game is the one they want to make. As creators of critically acclaimed RPGs, this is Obsidian at their best.
I love the idea of Obsidian with the Microsoft wallet behind them. Like that's
they're gonna make it
really
amazing.
exciting.
At Xbox Game Studios, we also work with independent developers, always with the goal of empowering them to bring their ideas to life. I'm excited to announce our work with Interior
Who's this guy?
A new studio.
Matt
led by some
Booty.
of the most talented storytellers.
I get that booty.
That isn't a joke. That is actually.
No. Yeah, okay. When you said it, I'm like, oh yeah, that name's familiar.
Their original game.
Bonjour, I'm Caroline from Interior Night.
We're seeing a new.
Hold on. I'll translate what she's saying.
About interactive storytelling, because when you play a story, you step into the character's shoes. You get to experience.
She's saying that they're making a new Dead Space. That's what she's saying right now. Hold on. She says they're going to show it in just a second.
And this is quite powerful.
I can translate that too. It says Cozy is a big fat liar.
Spans 30 years
Hold on.
American Southwest.
She's saying Mitch is a non-believer. That's weird. Coincidental that she happened to say Mitch right there.
It's about how you
right?
will shape the fate of real, flawed people trying to find their way in a world they don't fit in.
Oh yeah, she also said that xCloud is coming to Switches too.
World premiere.
That didn't
oh
come
yeah,
out
Master
right.
Chief Master Chief Collection is coming to my Alexa. That was what I think I heard. I mean, my French is a little.
I mean, we got
rusty.
Skyrim for Alexa.
Smiling fade. I haven't seen you much of late. I need you now. Cannot wait. But when I look, you're not around.
We were on our way to start a new life that summer.
Interesting.
Oh.
Yeah, interesting art style. I wonder how it's going to translate to the game.
Well, and they said this takes place in the Southwest, right?
I think so, yeah.
No, they said it'd take place on the Ishimura.
It was the end of the road.
Okay, so it looks like this is going to be multiple characters that are all interwoven in like a story.
Yeah,
could be.
Because yeah, it's like you have the people robbing the store, and then these people who own it, and then it's like, how's it all going to affect them?
Forgotten secret.
It's an interesting idea.
Kind of like, I don't know.
It's kind of like an interactive visual novel.
Yeah.
Which, honestly, I'm here for.
I've been scared.
Oh, is the son and then the daughter gonna grow up and meet?
Oh man, Romeo and Juliet. Basically,
they're gonna realize that like, oh, you were there and you were there.
Oh, I was gonna say they're gonna fight at a movie theater.
As dusk falls.
Yeah, you guys are definitely ahead of me.
They're gonna F.
Ninja Theory. Let's see Hellblade.
Oh,
here
we go.
Theory, we're hard at work on all of our projects.
Last night I floated around the idea of them bringing back Enslaved. I don't think it's likely, but
no, that'd be cool.
It depends on who owns the IP.
I believe that's Bandai Namco.
Yeah. Story in Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. We're excited to start giving you an insight into what comes next.
I need to play this. I have it downloaded on my PC right now.
That we'll be building.
Does Sony own Heavenly Sword? Heavenly Sword?
So, yeah.
Yeah. They made the Heavenly Sword movie a while back, if you remember.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I did forget that.
And you can find out more about our location scouting and how we've discovered the
She was
history
in
of our
PlayStation
setting.
All-Star Battle Royale
Brand
too,
new
right?
behind-the-scenes development
Yeah.
diary, which you can view straight after the show on the Ninja Theory YouTube channel.
Wait, are they not showing more of this?
Yeah, like this is what we got at the Game Awards.
It's been so touching to see the impact that Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice has had on so many players. And we're
I mean, we know this game isn't coming very soon.
No,
Since we know, we know it's running on Unreal 5, so it's not coming until at least 2021.
Well, and the other game Ninja Theory made hasn't gone over well, right?
Leading Edge, yeah.
Yeah. This is
what's
Double
this?
Fine.
Yeah, it's gotta be. There are 2 people in that cannon.
Give me a point and click.
Give me a stacking sequel.
You think we're gonna
I need
see?
point and click.
Ooh, Jack Black.
Ooh.
What? Peter, he's been sitting there the whole time.
Brutal Legend 2.
Who wrote the song?
We're getting it.
Peter.
Oh, I
I
don't.
don't-
Not. I don't actually like Brutal Legend.
I mean, he's to
I
be
mean, I
fair.
love Jack Black.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Jack Black has appeared in most of Double Fine's games in the modern
Oh yeah,
era.
he was in
So-
that other one.
But those T-shirts are Brutal Legendy, but this specific
is
thing does
Psychonauts,
not
yeah.
look Brutal Legend. Yeah.
Probably been a long time since you've had a
And this is. Do you think they'll say this is coming to everything?
Hope you don't mind popping.
It has to. If this is Psychonauts 2, I think it has to, because they said that they were still doing that.
Psychonauts 2 is coming to everything, yes.
Yes.
So, like, do they list this coming to PlayStation?
Not in this.
Probably
trailer.
not, yeah.
Oh, so he's performing the music.
Neither skin nor
Jack Black's so freaking talented.
just a thought is all
I got compared to him a lot in high school.
now my
Not in terms of talent, just in terms of the way I looked.
Huh.
Oh, see, you squandered your talent then, if that was the case.
I mean, I'm slumming it with you guys.
He was in the point and click that Double Fine kickstarted. What's it called? It's slipping from my mind.
Broken Age?
I can
Broken
see it.
Age.
Yeah.
Broken Age, thank you.
I potential hot take. I did not love that game.
I really like Broken Age.
I
thought
I haven't played it yet.
I thought the first episode was good. I thought it ran into problems in the second one.
Yeah, I think the ending of the first episode is probably one of the best cliffhangers ever.
Yeah.
And I honestly didn't see it coming, and I normally see these things coming all the time.
Didn't that also star
Elijah Wood?
Elijah Wood, yeah.
Yeah.
This looks cool.
No an Animal Crossing fan. This looks super cool, actually. I want my hand. I haven't played the original Psychonauts. I should go back and play it.
It does not hold up all that well. I tried to go back and play it, and it was okay.
Even because there's a remaster of it, isn't there?
I don't know. I think I played it on Steam.
Oh, okay.
And this would have been back like my university days, and it was okay. I didn't finish it.
If I remember
There's a
correctly,
VR one too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
the
was PSVR
Romulus,
exclusive, though.
Romulus of Ruin or something like that, or Rhombus of Ruin.
Rhombus of Ruin. That's it.
It was PSVR exclusive, which was weird.
It was. Ironic now that Double Fine is a Xbox first-party studio.
That's the one that hit me when they bought them, and I was like, they're the only ones I don't want to be exclusive.
But it gives you reason to buy their box or play the games on PC, which is what I will do.
Oh, it says Xbox One at the bottom, so maybe I'm wrong.
I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be coming. I thought they said that was coming out on all platforms.
I think it will. They're just not going to say that it's coming to PS4 in this.
Yeah, I guess you don't want to publicize your competition.
Smart delivery though, so expected and great, and Game Pass day one.
And there is just so much more for you to play on
Wherever
Xbox.
this place is that they're filming, that background looks so
from the
cool.
largest publishers to the smallest
If that's their like head
independent
office, that looks
to bring you the broadest variety of games
There's no way.
ever.
It's a real
They're
thing.
probably in front of a green screen.
Particular
Yep.
that is close to us.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Not just geographically, but
Because
in
it just
history,
looks like
too.
they're standing in a room in Control.
I'm thrilled to announce that this fall, our friends at Bungie will bring Destiny 2 to Xbox Series X and
Ooh,
Xbox
that's cool.
Game
Okay.
Pass.
Yeah,
If you
poor
are
Stadia.
one of the more than 10 million Game Pass subscribers, You also get access to all current Destiny 2 expansions.
Yeah, because that's
starting this
Stadia's claim to
September.
fame, is it not?
That was,
Game
yeah,
Pass
literally like
Ultimate
the only
members,
game they had
Destiny
at
2
launch
will
of
also be
Stadia.
playable
And they
on
said you'd
mobile
get everything.
from the cloud. Later this year, Bungie will also release a new version of Destiny 2 that is optimized for Xbox Series X. 4K resolution.
But
running
will
at
there be an
60
FOV
frames per
slider?
second. Here's an
That-
all-new
that's
look
more-
at
that's
Bungie's
important
Destiny
too.
2 Beyond Light.
I've never been a Destiny guy.
I played through probably 10 to 15 hours of it on the PS4. It was
Yeah,
fun.
like, I can get into it for like 20 to 30 hours, and then I take a long break from it, then come back to it, and then do like another 20 to 30 when they add a whole bunch of stuff.
But we will put in hundreds of hours into the Destiny killer Marvel's Avengers, right?
I just want to say, I played it for like 2 hours last week, actually. The thing about Destiny is, like, Destiny is honestly the reason why I want to get on the ground floor with Marvel, because, like, every time I play Destiny, I'm like, this game is fun, but there are so many systems in this game and so many things to decrypt and analyze and decode that I wish I was here day one so I would know how all this stuff works.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
have
kind
time
of in
for
the same boat where I speak the language of comic books, so I feel like it's going to be easier for me to digest all of those systems as compared to something like Destiny.
I do like this expansion is adding a new weapon variety, which has never been added to Destiny in its entire franchise. So, like, all of those ice things are new. Like, all the ice stuff is new.
So this
like
isn't.
Xbox Series X, and we're just
So if we're seeing Destiny, we can confirm this isn't a first-party showcase as much. Like it's mostly first-party, but they're showing third-party stuff.
Yeah, they are. I'm glad they showed Destiny because it gave me another excuse to talk about Marvel's Avengers.
One thing that's interesting about
The
this,
Anthem like, right?
yeah,
No, Destiny. It'll be closer to Destiny than Anthem at launch.
Good joke. One of the things that's interesting about this is Destiny was always kind of like a PlayStation partner thing. The fact that they're showing up here is interesting.
World premiere.
Console launch exclusive.
You guys being ahead of me.
Oh,
is
GSC Game World. This is Stalker.
Oh.
Or
yeah, definitely.
Well, it's a studio that makes Stalker, but I feel like console launch is a little bit too ambitious for that game. This is probably something similar, but not Stalker.
Well, no, it's going to be something. It's timed exclusive to Xbox on console, but day and date on PC. It'll come to PlayStation at a later date. It didn't mean it was launching with the console. It just meant it was launching exclusively on that console for a time period.
We don't know.
Okay. Sorry.
There's about 20 minutes left of this show, by the way.
How are you guys feeling so far with it? Like, more than halfway through?
I feel like it should be closer to being over, to be honest. I felt like it's dragged a little bit.
I'll agree.
I
think they started strong, but
I think I feel like I let my hype get a little bit larger than it should have been, but I don't think it's been bad.
Yeah, like it's been a
No, it's not a
solid
bad
show.
conference.
Yeah.
I do want to see more of that game from Rare. That is the one that I'm just like,
Yeah.
I need to know what this is. Everything else is kind of what I expected.
The Obsidian game I thought looked good.
Yeah,
but for me,
I never got into Skyrim, so it's not really hitting it for me.
It's hard.
See, I really like Skyrim.
Stalker
No, you're
2.
right, Stalker.
Series X and PC.
So this is what I'm confused about, because when they announced Stalker 2 already, but they said that it was coming in 2022. So is this like I'm a little bit confused what this is.
So these are coming to other platforms. They're just starting on Xbox One.
Yeah, this will eventually come to PlayStation. And the fact it didn't say Xbox One makes me think 2022 is realistic.
Yeah.
Because they've said everything for the first 12 months will be
this?
Across both systems.
This
But I guess it was
like...
made from their first parties, so it could be. I don't know.
Here's the thing. I was looking for Xbox to have like a bunch of games I wanted to play, and there's one or two here, but it's not like the PlayStation conference.
They have that.
My Lord Inquisitor, I've reached a term of prime and begun our investigation.
Does anyone know what this is?
No.
They had like a bird symbol on their guns.
Bat Shark, Warhammer.
Level 6 of the Hive, to determine
Lost
the full
Planet.
extent of the unrest.
No, Lost Planet would be
No.
open.
It was a joke.
The enemies in Lost Planet also like have a very distinctive look to them.
Yeah.
Oh, this is Warhammer. I guess it makes like.
Yeah, I was saying like the symbol on their things looks very familiar.
Yeah, that's definitely like the
Dark Tide.
like the Space Marine logo.
Warhammer's never been my thing.
No, it's not my thing either.
I have a friend
Love to know what the game
who
looks
I haven't talked with in a while who's really into Warhammer. And I remember I would go over to his house and he would really try to get me to play a campaign and be like, I don't understand this at all. But happy that you like it.
I always see the people in the stores painting the figures.
Tetris Effect.
We haven't seen enough gameplay.
Tetris Effect is coming to Xbox.
Yeah, that's Tetris Effect. Yeah. That's worth being in this show, though. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Tetris Effect. I think it's one of the best PSVR games, period. But that's more of a Twitter announcement.
Unless it's a sequel.
Should have been like the pre-show, honestly.
Maybe it's enhanced for Xbox One X?
I feel like it's got to be a sequel. If they said console launch exclusive, it's already on another console, so that's not true.
Why wouldn't it come to
Tetris 99 Effect. That's why they're showing so many people. It's gonna
It's
be
a battle
everyone.
royale
It's gonna be the
featuring
Tetris,
Tetris
Effect.
Effect?
Yeah, it's gonna be just like Tetris Effect.
But it's collaborative, not competitive or something.
Oh, maybe because they are doing this song.
Yeah, because this is...
Oh,
I
yeah.
wouldn't use the same song in a sequel. Oh, it's definitely a battle royale or some sort of multiplayer game.
It's a collaborative Tetris Effect, essentially, I think.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh.
You combine your... Yeah, this is appropriate song choice. Tetris Effect Connected. Ooh. I hope it's coming to PC, so I hope it's got VR support.
I will play it on PC for sure.
They should update the one on PSVR to add those features.
I don't think they will if they said this was console launch exclusive.
I know, that's why I'm confused about it. Oh,
It's a-
SteamWorld. I
it's a
love
huge-
Image Inform.
It's a huge get for Microsoft, though.
Yeah, it is.
Sounded like Laura Bailey.
Just like every other game.
This is different than what I've expected from Image Inform.
Let me check.
Are these guys based in Sweden?
I don't know where they're based.
Okay. Because I was just going to mention, I went to IKEA the other day.
You
Hey,
did.
same.
Yeah.
I saw all your snacks.
Yeah, it was a very long line. And so when I got in, I kind of bought too much stuff to make up for it.
That's usually how trips go.
I couldn't find the specific stuff I was looking for, and so I have to go to a different one.
You can check stock online before you go to the store. Their app is pretty good.
I'm not making that mistake again.
Yeah. The IKEA near me is usually pretty well stocked. I've never gone in there and then not have the thing I've been looking for. But you
I'm
were going
looking
to the
for
one in the
very
West End, right?
Yeah, I'm looking for
Yeah.
very specific stuff, though.
The one in North York is pretty good. Just
Yeah.
gonna put that out there.
Probably doing that one.
Yeah.
So I'm doing that at some point next week. I don't know.
What's this called?
I think this is
I don't
gonna
know,
be a
but I love
Steam World. I think this is like another Steam. Like it looks like Steam World Dig, but like third person.
I love SteamWorld, so 3D
gunk.
Yeah,
SteamWorld,
the
I can
gunk.
mess with this.
Okay.
The gunk.
Yeah, I can play that.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Just Game Pass.
Again, like all of
wow,
these
I'd
games are
absolutely
coming
play
to.
on Game Pass.
All of literally everything they've shown is coming to Game Pass. So it's like
Yeah, it's the
even
best
if it's not
$15 you can spend.
Yeah,
Period.
if it's like even if it's not like the most interesting thing, if it's just interesting enough, then it's worth it. Like,
Yep.
I think that's kind of been Microsoft's motif with this whole show.
This one's coming sooner as well, since it is also listed for Xbox One, I would presume.
I'm
This is
surprised. You think this is Hellblade?
Thinks?
It all starts.
They showed Hellblade.
There's-
They're gonna bring
yeah, but
Hellblade
there's-
back later.
Oh no,
Different
okay,
studio.
no. They reference voices, and so I was thinking like, okay, then it's
Wait,
Hellblade, but apparently not.
No.
Survival horror, some sort.
I was gonna say that woman looked like Lara Croft, but
No, there's gonna be no Lara Croft for a little while.
Yeah, Shadow didn't do very well.
Oh man, those Seattle Kraken jerseys actually look really cool.
Oh, I'll check them out after the conference.
I'll
the
send you the
back
link to the Twitter.
Hold on, the back of her jacket, does it look like anything?
I don't know, I gotta see
No. Oh, there's like an emblem there, yeah.
See, this is a trope I've noticed in a lot of these video game trailers, is they tend to spoil what the game is on, like, the character's clothing.
I think that's okay, though, because for fans of the series, they can immediately...
Did her hair
jump
just
at
change
that.
color?
Haven't we already seen this? Isn't this, like, a horror game that was previously
One of those
shown?
ones they showed in the last showcase, maybe?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they definitely showed this. I can't remember what it was
rendered
called.
simultaneously. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, they talked about that a lot in the last game showcase.
Dude, I'm getting like some Titanfall affecting cause vibes, where it's like you have to go into one reality to do like to like get through environments, but then you know if you go into the bad reality, there's monsters.
I just say not in the bad reality.
Ooh, this looks really cool.
Yeah, this was the game I thought was the most interesting from the last showcase they did.
Her arm.
Even though it was all 4 games.
I'm not a big spooky guy, so I don't know how. It's cool. I just don't know if I want to play it.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat as Nathan. But again, it's on Game Pass. I'll probably play it.
The medium. Doug's doing.
World premiere.
So this isn't going to be. Oh no, console launch exclusive.
Yeah.
Sega.
A shitty Sonic game.
Let's go. Oh.
Vanquish 2.
No, this is
I'm
the
delayed.
online game.
Phantasy Star.
Phantasy Star Online.
No.
Boo! Give me more Vanquish, you cowards.
So, I've been thinking a lot about that Halo gameplay. I think I liked it.
Wow.
Even the sprinting?
For you.
No, that's my hang up, and that's gonna forever be like, that's forever gonna be just, I don't want it, but I can't. I gotta accept that it's gonna be there.
They're trying to pick up the Japanese audience with this.
I'm surprised we didn't see more of the Square announcements in the conference proper, to be honest.
Yeah, honestly.
I also don't think Phantasy Star is enough to sell consoles.
Yeah, but
the Japanese audience, they'll play it on PC.
That's the thing, is Microsoft has always tried to like get into the Japanese audience, but like they've never really succeeded.
No, and they've made some good attempts at it too.
Yeah, like I remember the original Xbox made a lot of attempts. And
Yeah,
then
there was
360 especially.
Blue Dragon.
Yeah,
as an example.
Yeah, the S controller like was a Japanese exclusive for a while for the Xbox, and so like the Americans got like the giant ass Duke controller.
Yeah, but I think that was also a cultural, like, I don't want to say it, but I'll say it. Americans are bigger.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
I honestly
needed the chonky boy.
I'm probably not going to do it, but I really want to get the Xbox One Duke controller just to have it. Just to have it, because that is so intrinsic to like
it's
to
history.
my childhood as well, especially because I used that controller so much. Because after we got
going back to that controller now as an adult and be like, this isn't so bad.
At the bottom of that Phantasy Star thing, it said that it would be free online if you had Xbox Gold.
Cool.
For 2021, so maybe they're not discontinuing Xbox Gold like everybody thought.
Global risk is death of the weapon.
Smilegate.
Yeah,
Oh,
maybe.
this is Smilegate and Remedy.
Oh, this is a Crossfire X.
Yeah, but it looks like Remedy is making the single player for it,
Which would be dope.
I think that was the rumor.
Oh, I think I heard that from somebody. Yeah, did they talk about that on the Xbox show?
I don't remember.
Kind of Funny X.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's where I heard
Xcast.
it.
Yeah.
I still gotta finish that first episode.
Yeah, because it's literally like whatever Remedy does, I'm interested.
Protect our own.
Can you protect me from fate?
I really want Remedy to make a Doctor Strange game.
This looks very
that'd be
though,
good.
outside of their single player, not in Xbox Game Pass, sold separately.
That's interesting.
That's like
Why say off the top that everything's gonna be in it and then have
that's
something
what
that is
that's what I assumed would be on Game Pass. Is the single player?
I feel like so. Phil Spencer over the past month or two has made a big deal about how there isn't going to be Xbox X exclusives. And in this conference, or at least for the first years, and in this conference, there's been a plethora of them that said they weren't like just Xbox Series X, not Xbox One.
I think what he said was that for the first year, Microsoft Game Studios would not have any exclusives. But I think that just means they're not going to have any games in the first year, which is a problem.
Like, there's a branding issue here with what he said, because I see some backlash about how many didn't say Xbox One.
This is just a peek at some of the new.
By the way, just a quick update on the whole like Stalker 2 thing. It was originally announced in 2018, and they announced at the time that it was coming out in 2021. So it still seems like it's coming sooner than expected, but it's not as like the discrepancy between when they announce it's coming and when they originally announced it's coming for is not as wide as I thought it was. Still think it's an interesting situation, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, given that it didn't say Xbox One under Stalker 2, I could still give credence to it coming in 2021.
Now, you may have noticed we didn't get to visit
But we'll see.
all of our Xbox Game Studios today. That means we'll have more to share later this year. But until then,
It has to be
Fable.
one more thing.
It's Fable.
It has to be.
No, it's not, because it's into Xbox. No, Xbox Game Studios. Never mind. Fable.
You guys are ahead of me, and I don't like this.
Is it Fable, or is it going to be what the initiatives were? Playground Games.
It's Fable.
The Ishimura has a lot of trees now.
Crashed. Oh, this is Fable.
Yeah, it's 100% Fable.
Oh, I didn't know that Isaac Clarke's going to wield a sword in this game.
Honestly, it makes sense. So, like, you know, hacking off limbs, sword would do that pretty effectively.
A fantastical creature.
We only saw two.
It's a pre-rendered
two
trailer.
established Xbox franchises.
So,
well, we
I'm
saw
guessing...
State of Decay. State of Decay is pretty established now.
Well, if it's a disaster.
It's not the system seller that Fable or Halo are.
I don't think Fable's the system seller, though.
Well, it's their main system seller. If they don't have a system seller, that's a problem. There's no gameplay. It's just the word Fable, right?
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
In development. And now back to the Halo trailer we saw, you know, what, 20 minutes ago? Or
that's,
an hour
that's
ago?
odd that they didn't display the words Dead Space across that trailer for Dead Space Fable.
So interesting crossover.
The fairy getting murked by a toad is kind of fun.
It's
funny, that wasn't a toad. That's actually a
Yeah,
new species of necromorph called
I wanted more out of
Necrotoad.
it, though.
There's
like
good
that tells me nothing
tone.
about the game.
Yeah, like it
We
just
know
is
it's
like
coming, but like there wasn't enough gameplay in this event,
Yeah.
and
No.
nothing was coming 2020 other than a couple of titles.
Yeah.
When Phil Spencer said that, like, the PlayStation one was chock full of gameplay for games coming out in the next year and a half to 2 years.
It wasn't chock full of gameplay. There were a few that were just CG trailers, but
Yeah,
I do
but
feel like there was more gameplay than this event for sure.
Yeah.
Because we only saw gameplay for Halo.
Halo.
And the Gunk.
I think so. And
Maybe a little
Psychonauts
bit of
maybe.
Psychonauts type gameplay.
Yeah, it looked like it was in engine.
Oh, and Tetris we saw.
Yeah, but like
I don't.
We're really having to go back and like figure out which ones had gameplay and which ones didn't.
Phantasy Star had gameplay. There was actually quite a few, actually.
Yeah.
Because if we went back to the PlayStation event, I'm sure not all of those had gameplay either.
Yeah.
I just think we're overly critical of Microsoft because they come out and knock it out of the park.
It is.
And I think it was good.
I think also a lot of the games that Sony showed are from like established franchises already, so it's like we know what those games are gonna look like for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
So I think there is like some, but I mean, like, you know.
Yeah, I mean, we know Grounded is coming this year, so it made sense that it had some gameplay.
All right.
Like this was a solid 7.
Yeah, it was a good show, but like kind of not what they needed.
So there are a few games that I'm interested in. I'd have to go back and find a list of what was announced. Let me see if I can find like a wrap up if you want to talk about it for 5 or 10 minutes and then
Yeah, sure. Like there's definitely a few things I was interested in. I'm gauging how well they did based on Alex's reaction. Because he's the Xbox fanboy. And
So-
like I expected him to be marking out more.
I don't want to go like super deep into our reactions because I think we want to do something on the weekend.
Yeah.
But like compared to Sony's press conference, I mean,
it's hard to compare them, to be honest.
It's easy to compare.
Because like the thing is that I feel like they were very, very similar in terms of like the amount of games shown off and the quality of games shown off, but I guess we were expecting a lot more from this one.
It also helped with Sony's show that we didn't know what the box looked like, and so that helped drive up some hype. Where with Xbox has been super transparent of like, this is what it looks like. We've known this since December.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that like makes the show better or worse, but like that does kind of.
And PlayStation went longer too, right? They went an hour and 20 minutes ish.
Yeah, they
a
went,
little over. Yeah,
yeah, where they didn't even break an hour with Xbox.
So, and there's still supposed to be PlayStation State of Play next month too.
I mean, we are at some point going to get both of these boxes prices, maybe in a conference, maybe in a press release. In terms of my initial thoughts, like I said the whole way through the show, there was a lot of CG. It didn't feel like there was a lot of gameplay, and there weren't enough games. I was like, I gotta play this. There was the Medium, which looks really cool. There was Crossfire X's single player, which is the only thing not going to be on Game Pass, and that upsets me. And then that new game that Rare is working on. Other than that, I got what I expected out of Halo. Seeing Fable at the end makes sense, except it's probably not going to come for another 3 or 4 years.
Yeah,
I'm thoroughly whelmed by this presentation.
Yeah, it's very whelming. I'll give you that. Like, I wanted more to Fable. I've never played a Fable game.
I think I played was 3 on the 360.
Can I play that on PC?
No, unfortunately.
There's no Fable.
Fable 2 and Fable 3 were on 360.
I think I had Fable 3. Was one of the games I got when I got my 360 very late in the generation. I enjoyed what I played of it. I didn't play enough of it.
It's a fail that they don't have Fable on Game Pass on PC.
I mean, those games came out well before the PC initiative came through from Microsoft.
But just make them work.
I've never actually played Fable.
It's
$15 on Amazon. I'm thinking about it. I've never actually.
I
have a 360, so it's like I could totally play it.
Cozy thoughts?
I mean, I kind of mirror a lot of what you guys were saying. I think that I'll say this. I think I had really overblown expectations of like what old franchises they could bring back from the dead, and they were not met. And I guess I have myself to blame, but I don't know.
So for me, like, I wanted a surprise. I wanted something we weren't expecting, and I guess in a similar vein, it's setting your expectations too high, but there was nothing in there that was like unexpected. It was all sort of, cookie cutter. Yeah, this is what I would expect out of Microsoft right now, given the studios they've acquired and the IPs that they have. I would have loved to see them go exclusive with somebody else's IP, whether that be from movies, game, or comics, whatever the case might be. But maybe that's just because I love me a good comic book game. And I was very surprised by Sony having both Spider-Man Miles Morales and Ratchet and Clank coming from Insomniac.
Yeah.
And both had gameplay. Gameplay like in engine, not necessarily gameplay, but I don't know. My expectations were higher because Microsoft had to knock it out of the park. Halo looks awesome. I cannot wait to play Halo on PC later this year. But yeah, nothing out of the ordinary.
Private Jeebus in the chat saying that like we set our expectations too high, but here's the thing. Phil Spencer said that he felt good about this conference based in his lineup based on what he saw from the Sony conference.
Can somebody provide a link to a long quote that he provided before we went into this?
I can try to find it.
Yeah.
Phil Spencer reaction. Okay, I think I've got it here. Okay. I feel good after seeing their show, is what he said after watching the PS5 show.
Yeah.
That's why the hype was up there, because he felt good about what they were showing. I'm not saying this was a bad showing. It's just, I just think the PlayStation 1 came like more stuff that we're going to be able to play sooner. with more game, like, and it felt like more gameplay after the fact.
I mean, not even sooner, just known IPs, right? We got Spider-Man, we got Ratchet and Clank, we got
Horizon,
we got Horizon, we got Gran Turismo, we got a whole bunch of known quantities. Whereas with Xbox, we got Psychonauts 2, which is going to be everywhere. We got Halo, we got Forza, we got Fable. Outside of that, I mean, Outer Wilds was DLC. Outside of that, we didn't really get anything else that's an established franchise or IP, right?
Yeah, not to mention the DLC is going to go everywhere, is it not?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, Jeebus in the chat saying Obsidian showed 3 games, and I think that's huge. I also don't think that their new game is going to be something that sees the light of the day before 2022.
Yeah. And I really needed more Fable than what they showed. Like, it's just like that's an announcement. That's like showing the Metroid Prime logo.
Yeah, I think we
for
saw
Metroid Prime 4,
which is something that has established itself over this generation. But if you're not in the Xbox One ecosystem, like a lot of people aren't, State of Decay means nothing to me because I've never played one because I didn't own an Xbox One. So it's hard to come at this and say, oh yeah, State of Decay, that's a system seller, because it hasn't sold Xbox One. So why would it sell an Xbox Series X?
Yeah. So there's more coming. I'm looking forward to reacting to the next one and seeing what else they have. I just hope they show more Fable. That was the one I was excited for, and I wanted to see more.
We should probably wrap it here and save the rest for our
right.
actual second helpings reaction to the Xbox Game Showcase that I hope we're recording Sunday.
I'm gonna stew a lot on this Halo Infinite game.
Time for that is TBD.
I'm gonna need to figure out when, because I checked my schedule and I remembered this weekend is the Pokemon Go Fest stuff.
It is.
Yeah. And I mean, not that I'm like doing it every single hour that it's available to do, but you know, I have to put in the hours.
If you guys recorded stupid early in the morning on Sunday, I could probably join in. If not, I'm gonna have to be out visiting stores.
How early is stupid early?
I don't know, like 9 o'clock.
I could probably swing 9, but we'll talk about it offline. And to everyone who's with us in the chat, thank you for hanging out.
Yes,
and
thanks
we'll
for hanging out, guys.
Thanks for playing.
All right, later, guys.
Bye, guys.
See ya.